Hey everybody!
Hey, Dr. Fakafon!
Now before I start the review proper, I got a quiche that's in the oven and it's gonna be ready in about 40 minutes, so can you just remind me so I don't let it burn? Thanks. I think it's the same thing. Is it the same thing? Yeah, it's the same description. What is it this time? This is a very special offer. Our agents have recently managed to borrow some research information. If you're interested, 24K. Well, how can I say no to Agent Blowfish? Bloop. Thank you. Oh, okay. I've paid 24K to research vocabulary? Fuck you! There it is, the first game convention. Come on. There's only two Shadow Men, come on! Ah, a Shadow Woman? Another Shadow Woman? Well, I don't like the look of these two. What the hell are they doing? All of these people are shady looking, man. I wouldn't trust any of them. So I got 45,000 people to come to my booth. What does it do? Well, basically it will give you more fans and it will give you better sales. And if you're not making any games, or you're producing a game, I mean, it'll give you some more hype. And if you're not doing anything, it's just gonna give you fans. So that's still good, right? We had 45,000 people. We didn't make it in the top 100 booth. Well, I mean, 45,000 is a lot, of course, but it's not. It's nothing noteworthy. Fashion and casual is great. Level design is very important for this type of game. Oh yeah, I remember every fashion game I've played in my entire life. Level design was everything. Not the fashion, not the modeling, not the graphics. Level design. This is what fashion is all about! Well, I've been talking about the consoles a lot, but what about the video games per se? I mean, yes, the video game consoles have a lot of rich history. I mean, oh, look at that, it even has the little Famicom emblem there. I mean, the consoles have a rich history, of course, and so do the companies, but what about the video games per se? What about them? Do they have rich, interesting stories? Of course they do, but the problem is, I don't know a lot about video game history because there's so many video games. It's pretty much, ooh, I can make sequels now. There's so many video games. It's hard to know about every of them. I mean, just think about like Atari 2600 or the Nintendo. There's like 700 games just there. It's fucking impossible to like detail all of them. So I'm afraid I'm not gonna talk about the games a lot. But I will say this though. I think. Now, again, don't take what I say as true facts. I mean, this is just what I've heard. I'm not sure it's true. But for example, Portal, the Portal game, was not actually supposed to be a real game, or not a series at least. They made the Portal games pretty much to test some new mechanics, you know, the portals. And somehow it was just so successful that, well, it freaking boomed. Everyone bought this game. They thought it was amazing. It's kind of funny. I don't think that was a prime... I don't think the people who made this game really believed that this game was going to be so fucking popular. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure it's true, again. Don't take everything I say for granted, but something to think about. And I'm level 4. Then Night Cycle. Ugh, it's a terrible night to have a curse. Alright, the first reviews for Fakafon's Typing of the Living came in. What amazing score with vocabulary will I get? Let's see. Oh, really? 6? No fucking shit. Nobody wants to play a vocabulary game. Could have been better. Yeah, it could have been not vocabulary. You know what? All things considered, this isn't so bad. I mean, this is a vocabulary game and I got like fucking 6, 6, 7, 8. Could have been worse. But that's stupid. I mean, the only vocabulary game I know of which I ever had any fun playing was Typing of the Dead. I mean, apart from that, can you name one vocabulary game that was like, oh my god, I love vocabulary, I gotta get more? I think we would agree that no, there is none. Vocabulary carousel is important. Artificial intelligence is not at all important. And putting in on the game link was a great idea. And of course, every time you make a product for Nintendo, if you do young, it's gonna be great. Oh, it's because it's Nintendo. Nintendo basically is the young people's choice for anything. Character progression. The more research you do, the better your games are. But that also means that the better your games are, the bigger they need to be. Because for now, I've just been making small games. But eventually, I'm gonna have so much technology that not all of that is gonna fit into a small game. I'm gonna have to make larger games. To do that, I need employees, and to get employees, I need at least $5 million, which I'm not getting, which is annoying me. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll train my guy. Now, you might also be asking yourself, what do you consider to be important in a video game? That's a tough question, to be honest. There's so many types of video games, so many genres, topics, so many fucking things you can do in a video game. So many, even the same type of game can be so radically different, you know. But if I had to choose, I'd say gameplay to me is the most important part of video gaming. You can have beautiful graphics, you can have excellent sound, you can have the best story in the world, you can have the best engine in the world to make it run, to make everything look so smooth. But if it's unplayable, then everything just falls apart now, doesn't it? Now, let's get one thing straight though. Just because the gameplay is simple doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, if you look at The Walking Dead, you basically just click and say like, hey, what's up, or fuck you, you know? It's a really... What's that? As nurges Luba. Aluba. This is a very special offer. Critical systems, huh? Wait, I can sabotage the other industries? Whoa, dude, relax, man. I mean, stealing vocabulary is one thing, but sabotaging another company? Let's just relax for a moment here. So, as I was saying, to me, the most interesting part of video games, because it's pretty much an entertainment thing, it's about, you know, interactivity, it's about the gameplay. This is what is the most important. You can't have interactivity with a movie, or very, very limited, and you can't have interactivity with, like, theater, or, you know, basically, if you go to a museum as well, you're not going to be able to interact with the paintings, not unless you want a huge fine. So this is why I think in video games, the best thing you can do is pretty much prison, I guess prison simulation. It's pretty much have the best gameplay available. Now in this game, it doesn't, I mean the sliders you use don't represent anything when you think about it, because basically it means nothing. It's just a value you put. Like there's more gameplay than sound. Whoop-de fucking do, what the hell does that even mean, right? But in real life, yeah, gameplay is pretty much what I would recommend for any games out there. I like graphics, I like sound, I like everything. Everything is important, but if nothing, the main focal point that will connect everything together is the gameplay. Without the gameplay, I think it all falls apart. There's a few exceptions, of course, but that's what I believe too. So what the hell do I call a prison simulation game? Fakafon's prison. Yeah. I think I got it. Fakafon's purgatory. I think that's great. Now, if I ever made a game, what would it be? Well, that's another very tough question, because of course I have many ideas. I don't know if any of them are good, of course, because I'm not a game maker. I'm just a dude. But if I had to make a video game, well, of course, my biggest priority would be on gameplay, as you can guess. Apart from that, what would I do concretely? Like, what is it? What is Fakafon's video game? Is it a platformer, an RPG, a simulation game? Is it a shooter? Is it a fighting game? Is it multiplayer, better AI, and stereo sound? Is it? Well, I don't know. I simply don't know what I would make if I would make a video game. Too many ideas, so many games already out there. I really don't know what I could actually... Woo! Fakafon's Purgatory is one of the best games. Come on, give me a 10, give me a 10, give me a 10. Come on, come on! Well, it was almost perfect. See? I think that's the secret to this game. Every time something negative happens to me, people buy this game. I fucking hate you. It's funny because all this time I spent like talking about video games all the time, and I don't really even know what I would make. I mean, I've played so many video games. I know certain things like what's good, what's wrong, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. But even then when you actually have to make, yes, it's a lot. Okay. When you actually have to make the video game, it's a completely different story, isn't it? Not only do you have to make everything, because you're basically starting from scratch, unless you already have an engine, and you have to think about every little thing that there needs to be, which is fucking impossible when you think about it. That's why people have teams, you know? That's why people have teams. They have creative people, they have technology people, they have so many fucking people working on a game because they need it to be perfect. And that's That's so hard to do. Making a good game is one of the hardest things. There's so many games I own and so few of them are good. I'm not purposefully buying bad games, although many people would disagree, but basically it's Kurt and Jillen again. Ooh, what do you want? What's your expectation? You think it'll be good? Yeah, I think okay, there it is. Like I said, if you hype the game and it's not good, your sales are going to suffer a lot. And if you're modest, nothing's going to happen. However, if you hype the game and it's a success, you're going to have a shitload of sales. So I'm going to take a gamble here. RPGs are popular. I'm making an RPG. Let's hype the game and just pray that God is going to work, or whatever you believe in. Pray to me. It's going to help me. What the fuck was I talking about? When you're making a video game, yeah, at the time it was only one or two guys making a game, you know, because they were so small and easy to do. Well, easy to do, I mean, compared to today. Actually, no, that's not true. Games were hard to do, but you know what I mean. It's just, you didn't have to put as much things in the game to make it popular. Today, though, there's so many fucking shit on the market. There's so many, just, when you think about video game features, there's so many. Just like customizing your characters, customizing your weapon, the open world, the quests you can have, the quests you can unlock, the dialogues you can have, emotions. All of this thing you have to think about, and it's impossible. Just think about how many video games have so many bugs in them. They don't leave them there because they don't want to fix them. They leave them there because they didn't catch it or they couldn't fix it because it's so fucking hard. Think about Skyrim. Skyrim is one of the buggiest games I've ever played in my life. And for good reason. It's huge. Can you imagine if the people had to fix every fucking bug there was? We would never see the game. It would never see the light of day because there'd be too many people to... Holy shit. Yes! Woo! I'm gonna have some fucking sales. Can't wait for the sequel. Come on, give me money. I need money. I need a lot of money. So if I was to make a game, I'd say I'd start with something simple. Yeah. Because, you know, I got ambitions. Well, I would have ambitions, but I would have to... Yeah, bold remarks. They were successful, and because of that, you get more money. Positive effect on sales. Yes, my gamble paid off. If I had to make a game, I'd start with something simple, like... something I've always wanted to do was a game like Streets of Rage. Because I love Streets of Rage, and games that are similar to Streets of Rage are... not always good, but most of the time it's just something so simple as just pressing A and beating the shit out of everyone that's in front of you, kind of like Dynasty Warriors. It gives you a... It's pure pleasure, you know? You don't do anything except beat up people, I guess, but that's just the point of the game. It's just it's a catharsis. Sometimes you get so angry, or you're fucking depressed and you don't know what to do, so you just beat the shit out of virtual people, and you feel great. Never do that in real life, though. I don't think I'm going to reach 5 million too soon, so I'm just going to try and get some other guys. Now, here's how it works. Showreel people are really good at design. Game demo people are good at both design and technology, and complex algorithm are the best at technology. I'm going to go with some medium guys for now, and eventually I'm going to get some specialists, but I'm going to hire 2 medium guys, and then we'll see. When you hire more people, you can finally make some medium games instead of putting small games. Which basically means you're gonna have better games. What the hell? That person sucks. That person sucks too. Oh, come on. I put like $2 million in this. Shit. Well, I've been unlucky. When you put $2 million, you get more people, so you get a wider variety. However, pretty much all of these people are very bad. I'm just gonna try to find the best one. This guy is slow as fuck. That guy sucks at design. Ah, shit, man. Nobody's good. Oh, what am I gonna do? Well, congratulations, Beverly. You've been hired. Ah, fuck, man. Well, I'm gonna try and hire another guy. I mean, I need 2 people. Maybe put a little less money this time because I'm starting to run low. So yeah, that's the problem. You need to hire competent people, but you're not necessarily gonna find competent people, and of course you're gonna get pretty much stuck with what you find, unless you just want to waste $2 million on nothing, which I don't want to do. So hopefully this time, well, that's already better, Mr. Alan Lowe. Let's see, Edna Hawkins. No, that is a terrible idea. Cameron Evans, not too bad. Adam. Yeah, I like that. A lot of technology, good. So it's either going to be Alan Lowe or Adam Ellis. I think it's going to be Ellis. He's slower, of course, but he's just better overall, so. Higher. Well, that guy's not too bad. There you go. Staff welcome training. Do that, because if you don't do that, the people are going to be stressed all the time because they don't feel like they fit in. So you have to make them feel welcome so they work better. That little bar there, that's a stress bar. You always got to keep it high so it doesn't... That guy looks awfully shady, man. Have you seen his face? My god. I don't think I've seen anyone that fucking shady since... Oh, no! Oh, why did I bring this up? Oh, I feel bad now. I'm so sorry. Invento has the Test 64, which is a stupid name, but whatever, we know what it is. Blah, blah, blah. Invento said this will allow never-before-seen 3D realism. Yeah, 3D realism. You know, Donkey Kong Country... Oh, never mind. In recent years, the Super NES has lost a lot of market share to more modern consoles. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Of course, the console was popular, but people wanted more, so they gave them more with the Nintendo 64. Although that still worked with cartridges, which I can't remember why they kept it cartridges. I mean, sure, their deal fell with Sony and Philips CDI basically, but why did they keep the... I don't know why they kept cartridges. Maybe it didn't cost as much. Is it moving? Yeah, it's very slowly moving. God damn it. I can't start working until these guys are completely de-stressed, because when they're stressed, they work like shit. And I mean shit. You don't want to work when they're stressed. So I'm going to research some medium games immediately so I don't fuck up. There we go. I mean, making small games with a big team is good, of course, but you want some medium games. So yeah, if I wanted to make a video games, it'd be something like Streets of Rage. It'd be a beat 'em up. That would be the first game I would make. Not because it's easy to make or anything, but just because I like simplicity. I like simple stuff. I also love complex stuff, of course, but I think you can make a very complex game with simple mechanics. And that's really the secret to making it a good game. Is that you're not going to be bogged down in stupid shit you need to do, or there's not a million like things you can do for basically a little payoff. If you have only a certain numbers of things you can do for a big payoff, that's one of the best. I mean, Fallout had a really simple gameplay. You might disagree with me, but it's basically either talk to people or shoot them. And if you want to be more complex, you can aim at body parts, which is not that much. I mean, apart from that, there was some crafting, and that's it. It's not that hard. It's not that many things you can do. And yet, there were so many things to explore, so many people to talk to, and so many things to find. That's what made it a complex game. Not really the basic mechanics of the game, but everything you could do with them. That is what why it was really great. So, we're going to have to make a game soon, but I'm going to do a little bit of research first so I can get a better engine soon. This guy seems pretty relaxed. I think he can make a little research. Everything's starting to cost a lot of money. Let's go for a new topic. Oh, come on! School, business, rhythm hacking? Okay, rhythm I guess is good, but business? Ah, well, let's go for business. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, business simulations are the best game around, am I right? God. Alright, this is it. We're gonna make the first medium game, and it's gonna be business. Hopefully it's gonna work. Now, if you're gonna make anything about business, I recommend simulation. I don't think a business RPG would work. It'd be tempting to try, though. How do you make a business RPG? I'm trying to think like Monopoly guy walking around with his cane, like whacking people, and then you upgrade your equipment. Like you get a new hat and a new, for the, like, what do you call this? The coat. What do you call the coat? Nah, never mind, tuxedo. That'd be hilarious. A Monopoly RPG? I would fucking play that. Like, you gotta like chase people off from like your property, and you gotta make them pay, and like you gain money by gaining properties, and you can fight monsters and shit, or other evil investors, or like street punks guy that like kind of want to wreck your shit. That would be fucking amazing. Too bad I can't make it in this game because it won't consider every good idea I have. It's only sliders. Ah, man. Okay, you know what? Now I'm really hesitating. Maybe I should make a Monopoly RPG instead. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, 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 whoa. When did I caps lock? Fakafon's Monopoly! Yeah! The game where only one person wins and everyone else is pissed. If I'm gonna make simulation, might as well put it on the PC. Oh yeah, you don't only get tips in how to develop your game with the sliders, you also get tips with what consoles do best. Like for example, RPGs work very well in the Play system. You can think about Final Fantasy or Wild Arms and all that. PC is pretty much everything is good, except casual. You also get the audience matches. What's better with that? Like mature, everyone, young, etc. Like I said, if you're making it on Nintendo, go young. It'll always work. TS64, never make an RPG on that. It just doesn't work. I think it's like triple minus or double minus. Anyway, it's really bad. Go figure. I mean, I believe I could make a good RPG on the Nintendo 64. I guess. How many good RPGs were done in Nintendo 64? Very few, huh? I wonder why. I wonder why there was so few RPGs on Nintendo 64. I guess it was not their priority, but still. Okay, so here's how it works. Some people are better at technology and some people are better at design. So for now, what I want to do is place everyone in their rightful place. If you go for the middle one, it's usually going to be the most average man you put there. If you go for things like dialogue, story quests, and world design, you want design there. And if you're things like sound, artificial intelligence, and engine, you want technology people there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this guy in charge of the engine. He has a lot of technology. I'm going to put Fakafon in charge of the story and quest. And actually, no. Beverly Laren is really crappy, huh? Fuck. Well, no, I don't have a choice. You're going to make the story quest. What? Eventually, you're going to have a lot more people on your team, and you can place different peoples there. And the more they work, the more tired they get. And that is a real problem, because eventually they're going to get so tired they're going to work like shit, like I said. And at the beginning of the game, there's not much you can do about that, because you don't have enough people to like replace the guys who are tired with someone else. So everyone has to work all the time. And that means you're pretty much screwed around. Fakafon is always going to be there, Beverly is always going to be there, and so is Adam. So they're going to get tired really fast. That's one of the problems of making bigger games. Your guys are going to get tired. When you're getting to the AAA games, you're screwed, because it's so fucking hard to... They want the source code for Fakafon 1, so we could either give it away, sell it, or outright refuse. Well, you can either sell it to make some money, you can give it away to get some more fans, or you can refuse and you just give it away. There's no point in refusing. No one's gonna steal your technology and make games instead of you. It doesn't work like that in this game. They're just gonna have a code, make their own games, and nothing is gonna be bad about it. So we get a few fans and lost a little bit of money. That's a good trade-off. Oh, getting hype for Monopoly. So, better graphics, I think sound is good, and world design for Monopoly, not that important. Okay, so I gotta be careful here, because I don't want my guys to get too tired, or else they won't work anymore. I mean that on the literal, they won't be working, not like they shut down. Good enough, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Oh my god, I swear to god, the next person who scratches his head is fucking fired! Oh yeah, making bigger games means a lot more bugs. Well, that was to be expected, of course. Come on, fix the bugs. Come on, monkeys. Grease monkeys. Super Test is no longer supported. You released one game and made 500,000. Well, of course it's a new record, because I made a game with a lot more people, but don't be fooled. Since this is a medium game, people will get higher expectations. So even though this is much better than what I do with small games, it might not be well enough for the consoles today. So let's see if it works. First thing I'm going to do is generate a game report, and then cross your fingers, folks. Hopefully people will like my Monopoly game. Yeesh. Yee. Well, actually, no, it's not that bad. 7888. Never mind my E and it was pretty good. Nice. But this type of game will not make me a lot of money. As you can see, I'm not making many sales here, so it's not really worth the investment. What you need to do at the beginning of the game, until you get more fans, you go on vacation, is you need to make some games from publishers. So if a publisher goes to you and is like, yeah, can you make me like some RPG on whatever, you'd better accept, because Beverly Laren and Emelis are still new to the team. A few more games, they will have higher potential. No fucking shit. So if you go to publishing, if you go to publishing here, you can get some deals to make games for someone else. Electronic mass production. So you can make games for a company and they'll give you some royalties up front. And some upfront money, I mean. The harder the game is to make, the more royalties you have. But be very careful. Some people have some really stupid ideas, and sometimes it can really backfire. Like, for example, Pirate Simulation, I'm not sure that would work. So don't take that contract, take another one.